From the tunnel, we're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
Well, we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll try the air now with Herbert. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Herbert now. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They snap it to Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds.
Jalen Guyton was undrafted out of North Texas, but he's carved out a nice little role with this offense, especially when he runs routes like that and makes catches.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. On first down, it's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd down. On the give, this is Eckler. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DB...
They're looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Devontae Harris. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Austin Eckler got hurt last year, missed 6 games, but still finished with 54 catches, the 5th most by a running back in the NFL. But remember this, 2019, 92 catches. This guy's a definite threat out of the backfield.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this one's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A handoff, it's Eckler. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Herbert on 3rd down now. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. A man who has done this a lot, Justin Houston, in there to record the sack. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And Hopkins' kick is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
An option handoff here to Dobbins.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his right. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I think they tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position. No one was fooled on that play.
No, lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook, at least for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it next week in practice.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. That's complete. Left side to Bateman. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Jackson, option right. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They go play action with Jackson. Forced out to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. From the gun, it's Jackson. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Here's 2nd and 9. Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
On 3rd down, Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is Jackson. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Marquise Brown is definitely a guy who can take the top off of a defense and make the big catches downfield. Also known as Hollywood, now in his 3rd season from Oklahoma, wants to make more catches like the one we just saw there, the routine variety.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
Ravens receivers are ranked last in receptions and receiving yards each of the last 2 years. Thus, the pick of Rashad Bateman at the University of Minnesota. He was their 1st-round pick, number 27 overall, and they expect to see more catches and more first downs from that young man.
Jackson now. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. And a big part of Justin Herbert's success as a rookie was having a guy like Keenan Allen to throw to. Allen's averaged over 100 catches a year the last 4 years. No matter who's throwing it, they can count on him.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Herbert. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Eckler. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now, the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler, as the first half is winding down, and the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 2nd and 1, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 15. Shows his strength at the 50. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So we have reached halftime, intermission with the visiting Chargers on top, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Again, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And a good catch there by Mark Andrews. And many think that paired with Lamar Jackson, they may be the best quarterback-tight end combo this side of Mahomes and Kelsey.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 34-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the option right is Jackson. And a short gain down to about the 33. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Tucker missed it left. Normally reliable, this time no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action. It's Herbert. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Herbert. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. For Justin Herbert, we saw the big arm in his days at Oregon, of course. Saw it even more in his rookie season with the Chargers. And if anything, it appears to just continue to get stronger.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And the final number on that throw, boy, it traveled an even 69 yards. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw taken in by Watkins here. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
I'll give him credit there. Nice job on the drag route. Bring the receiver across the field, hoping he can catch it in stride and turn it up. He was able to do just that, although he's just a little bit short of the first down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Play action. Now Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And that will set him up in excellent shape. First and goal at the 9-yard line. Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. A give. Eckler running to the right. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. Here's Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Davidson. Touchdown, Chargers. Zach Davidson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They'll roll him out right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Herbert off of play action. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet. But they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, Herbert. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 4. Here's Jackson to throw. He finds Bateman over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Uchenna Nwosu in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
To throw again on second down. Jackson looking for Andrews again. He's got him this time. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 43. To throw again is Jackson. That's complete. Left side to Bateman. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now Jackson on first down. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Escaping and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Jackson. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think
and this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Chargers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And got his man complete. Touchdown, L.A.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 24.
Chargers 31, Ravens 7.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
On third down, Jackson steps away to his left. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down. Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need.
He's got a man, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Chargers, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll